Okay. Guess what, Mia?
Mm-hmm.
I think you already know about me. I'm called the Imp-Boy guy, and and uh, and I think we don't need to do any introductions of Mia here. Her, you just look at her, and that tells the whole story, right? Anyway, but Mia, you have, I think I've heard you have a thing called, you have problems too, right? Even with somebody
Yes,
with your good
I
looks,
do.
right? Okay, yeah. So tell me about your problem.
So right now I'm on probation for my company, and I
You're
don't
on
think
what?
I'm on the probation
Probation.
period. Yeah,
Oh,
just 2 months.
That sounds dangerous. Probation.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And there is one thing about the job that I don't like, that it doesn't use English. Because I think that my strength is English. I should use English to speak
You
English.
should use English.
Yeah, and to earn a lot of money from it. But right now,
okay.
my job is just like average salary, but doesn't require to use English
salary,
that much.
Not using English.
So this job is maybe a short term for me because it offers me the salary so I can pay my bills and my debt. But long term, I don't think so. So that is my problem.
Well, it's short term, but I don't understand it. So right now it's still short term, right? When does the long term start?
I don't know yet. Maybe
You don't know when the long term starts.
Yeah.
But you said short term is okay, but long. So the problem here is figure out when long term starts. Is that the problem?
I think so.
You think so? You don't seem so sure about this. This is your life, not mine. You're supposed to know the questions about your life, right? But anyway, all right, maybe we should go back to the fundamentals, I know you know the fundamentals, but sometimes we don't. Hey, I'm up here, I'm not beside you, okay? All right. Sometimes we don't. What is the purpose of your life, Mia?
I want to live a healthy and happy life.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Both of them. Boy,
Yes.
you're greedy. Okay.
Yeah.
Healthy and happy. Okay. All right. So this job you got now, is it a happy job?
It's quite easy, like, because I don't.
You're not answering my question. I asked you a happy job. I didn't ask you anything about easy.
Okay.
Do you know about questions and listening to questions? Do you believe in dialogue?
Yeah. Let me answer it again.
Okay. I give you a second chance.
Well, yes.
Yes. Yes, what? You're happy with the job?
Yes.
So what's the problem then?
The problem is, it don't bring me a lot of money, which I
Well,
need.
fuck money. Fuck you. Money doesn't give you happiness. You're already happy, right? What do you need money for? Are you saying you have enough to eat?
Yeah, I have enough food to eat at, but in the long term, I don't think
Long
that
term?
I'm happy with this job.
Well, you're not long term. We're short term. We already discussed this. The long term's not until later, right? It's not now yet, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the long term will never come. And you're always in the short term, and you're happy now. You think you're going to need more money later than you need now?
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do? Buy a big boat or something?
I will buy a house here.
Why do you want? What do you want a house for? Why is that going to make you more happy?
Yes.
You're not happy enough. You need more happy.
Right now, it's just like
Just.
because I don't want to live with my parents.
Oh, you're living with parents. That's not a happy time living with parents.
Well, because my house is kind of like tiny, and my brother will get married soon, and we don't have room for me anymore, so I have to live somewhere else.
You have to.
Well, I probably will get husband later, and
You probably get a husband.
Yeah, and I probably have kids, so I need a
Probably.
bigger
Okay.
space, you know, to have my own family.
Okay, so you have these things called goals, right?
Yes.
I heard about those. Well, why do you have these goals here? Hey, get me back in the picture. Hey, I'm supposed to be in the picture here. Okay, yeah, okay, good. All right. So, your goals. What is good? What good are these goals if you're happy? If you're already happy now, why do you need goals?
Because.
Because.
And you know, because I'm quite ambitious, so.
You're what?
Like, ambitious.
You're a teacher.
No, I'm quite ambitious person, so I want to get more and more, like.
Ambitious.
Yes.
Oh, ambitious person. One of those. Okay. So, ambitious. I am ambitious. Is it like a description of Mia that will always be the truth, and like so she just has to be ambitious. There's no choice about whether she's ambitious or not. I just want to make sure that I know what it means to say Mia is ambitious. You have no choice about it. You just like being ambitious. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I like to be ambitious.
Oh, okay. So you like playing those ambitious games.
Yeah.
And one of your ambitious games is like getting that husband, maybe those kids and those houses, right?
Yeah.
Any other ambitious games?
Well, I like to earn a lot of money, so.
Oh, money! How much money?
Maybe 30 million a month.
30 million.
Yeah.
By the way, that's Vietnamese dong, guys. I'm not going to say it's in money, but dollars. Anyway, so 30 million, that's big bucks here in Vietnam, right? Gosh, you're going to be a millionaire with 30 million a month. You're going to be a 30 millionaire. Wow, how do you... God, I'm not even a millionaire yet in U.S. dollars. How do you get ahead of me? Anyway, but okay, 30 million. So we got 30 million on the way, right? So, all right. So now that I know, and so this is part of being an ambitious woman. This is that you like this type of happiness that comes from playing these games to go after the money and go after the husband and kids and stuff like that, right? Playing the mommy games, right? And you're not laughing. This doesn't. Are you sure you want this stuff?
Well.
Or are you trying to prove something?
I think I'm trying to prove something that I can.
What are you trying to prove, Mia, baby? I'm sorry, Mia. I forgot who you are. You got a boyfriend. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, wow, that's okay. Never mind. All right, so what are you trying to prove?
So I want to prove with myself that I can earn a lot of money and I can buy a house here.
Well, why don't you just assume you can, then you don't have to prove it. Wouldn't that be a lot easier?
Yeah, what? Like...
Well, what's the fun of it? I mean, you know you can, right?
Yeah.
So why do you have to prove it?
Because if it's not there yet, then I don't think that I can. Like, it has like something that I can see, like the proof that like the evidence that I can do it.
And then after you prove it, then what's that going to give you? Huh?
Like,
hey, I'm up in there on the screen. I'm not beside you. We got to get this tax stuff
yeah.
figured out. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. My audience, no, I'm not sorry. But go ahead. So after you prove all this stuff, what's that going to give you? There'll be more to prove after that, won't there?
Yeah.
So it's never going to be enough, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, is that fun shit? Is that fun? Do you think that's fun?
I think it's fun. Like,
Is that happy? Is that part of happiness? Proving, and never enough? Does that bring happiness?
well, sometimes.
No, it's
like-
one,
it's
it's
like-
one of those Pyrrhic victories. You ever heard of those
Yeah.
Pyrrhic victories I told you about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Struggle. Oh, I got it. Struggle. I got it. Okay. Yeah, you like those Pyrrhic victories, right? Then you prove. And then you prove forever. And then you're on your deathbed. You wish, I didn't get to this yet. Right? Then your children will be expected to prove after you what you didn't prove. You'll bring them up to I heard a lot of parents do that. They didn't reach their goals, and then they give the kids to reach them instead. Wow. It just goes on and on for generations. Is that what you're going to do with your kids?
No.
No. You're just going to prove it all in your own lifetime and not leave anything to them?
Because I just want them to live the life that they want.
But not for you. You
Yeah,
got to
not
prove
for me.
shit. Okay,
Yeah.
but they have freedom. You think you can give them freedom, so you're gonna be such a great example of freedom. In other words, you expect them to listen to what you say and not what you do. Haven't you heard that kids pay more attention to what their parents do than what they said?
I don't know that.
You think kids are stupid? They listen to what their parents say instead of what the parents do?
I think they do both, but like the parents will filter the way that they want the kids to know.
And you think the parents can pull the wool over their kids' eyes that you're really happy and they're not trying to prove things? Oh my God, you're a better actor than I am. You think well, maybe I'm making the problem worse, Mia. Do you think I think I got you into more shit than out of this Imp-Boy. What's your assessment of this so far?
Well, it's kind of bring me to the fundamental thing, the reason why that I want to earn money and sort of stuff like
the
that.
reason you want to earn money is
To
prove that you're good enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you decide that you weren't good enough? Or you had to prove things? You remember?
From what you said, that...
Not theory about it, okay.
Yeah, like, from what you said, like, the only purpose of my life is to live healthily and happily. And I already have at this time, but I want more, so...
Well, it's fun. It is a part of the joy of life is playing the games. But if the games are to prove things, like it can just be like, I don't know, you're playing a game of cards. I mean, maybe you're trying to prove you're the best poker player or something. I don't know. You could be. But you just play for fun of it, right? You wouldn't necessarily have to prove you're a great poker player, right? Mm-hmm. Can you get how much more satisfying that might be?
Of enjoying the game?
To play the game that way, like without having to, it's not about proving. Because proving is almost like I'm not good enough. Mm-hmm. And I'm playing the game to try to get up to being good enough. But the trouble with that game, it's based upon the belief that you're not good enough. That there's something wrong. And so actually, the more you try to prove it, the more you confirm the totally incorrect belief. So you can't even get up to zero. It makes you think you can. Because you reaffirm it. That's it's got us, but it's all based on the original idea of like something's wrong with us, like we've sinned. It's like one of my earliest teachers. He'd give people the sentence completion like, if I'm not a bad girl and I never was. If I'm not a bad girl and I never was. If I never had to, there was nothing, like there's nothing to do. Like it's like, of course, that can leave you to say, what the fuck would I do if I didn't have to prove something? Because if you're basing all your motivation on proving things, and there is a certain satisfaction in it. I'm not saying there's not. Okay. But it's like, would we want to do anything at all? I think we would. Okay, I think we'd be all over the place. Look at little kids. Where they haven't got to the point where they're believing anything's wrong, They got plenty of things to do, right? There's no lack of things they want to do, play this game or whatever. So, there's a question. Well, it's almost, this is one of those really very easy, super difficult problems. Like, how do you do that? Because it's not about doing, it's actually about undoing. Mm-hmm. It's about unbelieving. It's like they're really getting nothing ever to prove. By the way, it doesn't mean you won't get satisfaction in these things. You can get deep, real fun and satisfaction, and also much easier to take care of yourself and take care of others, and be like kids are going to turn out the way they turn out anyway, pretty much regardless of the adults in some sense. But like that be that example of a mother. I'm sure you'll already be a great mother, of course you would. But what amazing gift you're giving to a mother who's just happy with life. Just happy with life. And you're having kids not to try to prove anything to the kids either, because hey, if you're trying to prove something, like then your kids, maybe even though you say you're going to give them all this freedom, they're there in some ways to prove you're good enough. That's going to be pretty hard to keep from them. So I know we just maybe what did we do? We got our, so would it make sense to you to say we got ourselves all the way to an undoing issue Now I know we didn't address in some way at all about whether this job or when to go into another job, but those are actually very minor things, they will take care of themselves if you just get Mia. There's nothing to prove. It's just everything. And also, you're starting from now. It's not see, all this stuff is based upon something to make up for the past. Nothing to make up for. Mm-hmm. It's like the past is past, and you're at the perfect place. In fact, this is the perfect place. You're at the perfect place to start. From here and from here and from here, and everything's changed. We start from wherever you are again. This is beautiful. Anything else to be complete for today?
Nothing. Thank you for saying and for coaching this problem to me.
What is your takeaway from today?
That that always proving is not always bringing these satisfactions that I want. And also, let's look at the purpose, like the core purpose in my life, and reflect from it. Like if I'm actually happy from now, then I should enjoy it instead of like looking at the future and chasing the future.
Yeah, well,
and also undo.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and folks say enjoy the journey.
Mhm.
Like put the journey first. Journey
Mhm.
first. Yeah, and there's the results just fall out of that. You still get results. But you're already loving the journey. So even when you don't get results, because if you're doing it to prove, and you don't enjoy the journey, and then you don't get results, then you're really fucked.
yeah.
Although that's probably better than when you don't enjoy the journey and do get the results, because then that validates doing that stuff again.
Yeah.
Enjoy the journey. Keep putting that and taking care of yourself. It's been such an honor and pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.